Hola! So we chose to research Mexico for our project, and we did it on family traditions, daily life, and food.
And to start off, I want to talk about the daily life. So daily life varies from person to person and even more so country to country. And these range considerably on many things, but two distinctly things are socioeconomic level and income. Likewise, in the United States, daily life is divided by socioeconomic level and income, but not near as much. And rural poverty within Mexico is much more of a public issue than in the United States. In terms of schooling, Mexico and USA have two different ways of teaching. Mexico usually has two separate sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. This allows students to go home during the middle of the day and eat lunch with their family. On the other hand, the United States does not let their kids out until 3 p.m. and they start at 7 a.m. And due to this, many of their kids either bring lunch to eat or eat at the cafeteria within a school.
And sort of branching off food, food brings many different cultures together. In America, food comes from many different countries, including Mexico. A similarity between American food and Mexican food could be ingredients because the countries are so close together. Mexican food is very popular in the United States, and we have many different Mexican restaurants in the country. In America, we have our own version and put our own spin on Mexican foods like tacos, burritos, and quesadillas.
And to bring food, we bring it into traditions. A big tradition in Mexico is Dia de los Muertos, which is a sacred time to remember family members that have passed away. It's from October 31st to November 2nd, which is why it often gets confused with Halloween, but it is not like Halloween. During this time, the families set up ofrendas to honor their past family members, and the ofrendas normally have marigolds, which represent the fragility of life. Another tradition is quinceañeras, which celebrates a girl's 15th birthday and brings her into womanhood. It is normally started with a special mass with Holy Communion, and there's often ceremonies such as change of shoes, where she receives her first pair of heels. Another tradition is the Mexican hat dance, which is the traditional dance that has very colorful dresses and is normally accompanied by a mariachi band.
So with all that, it all stems from having family, and family in Mexican and United States culture is really important. Especially in Mexico, they believe that what God has united cannot be separated by man, and each family relies on each other for identity, community, and support, and majority of the time both cultures are very loyal to each other. But in the United States, there are more often that families do separate, and in Mexico, they do have really big families, a lot of extended and all that, and so they don't get much privacy, and the parental and authoritative figures like their parents and extended family plays throughout their whole lives, so they don't get much privacy. So in conclusion, we found it interesting to learn and become more educated on the culture in Mexico and how it compared to our culture in the United States.
Adios!
Adios!